What's good, everyone? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area SportsTalk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Unfortunately, in the finale of this four-game series, the San Francisco Giants do fall 5-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. Not how we drew it up after winning the first two games of the series and winning the first two games on the same day, where you had the suspended game move over into Tuesday. So this is tough. We went into the series and you were hoping to get a split, but certainly after having won the first two games of the series, you're hoping we were going to get 3 out of 4, maybe even sweep. But still, it was a great series, tough series against the Reds, and you knew this is going to be a tough road trip. But you got to give the Giants a lot of credit. Still, we came into Cincinnati against one of the hottest teams in baseball. We secured the split, so now we can move on to Washington and get back on track. Welcome in, everyone, to the San Francisco Giants post-game show. Glad you joined us. The San Francisco Giants, unfortunately, do drop the finale of this four-game series 5-1. Alex Cobb wasn't his best outing out there. He certainly battled in Cincinnati. Went 4 in a third innings. Gave up 5 earned runs on 9 hits in 4 walks. A tough outing for Alex Cobb. He had pitched very well in his last 2 outings going into this outing here today. So just tough. You fall behind early, and you give credit to the Reds pitcher. He did a great job. Abelot, apologize if I pronounce his name wrong. But he did a really great job out there, and he has had, I think he's a rookie. I mean, he came into the game with a 2.45 ERA. So pitching just outstanding for the Reds, and was able to neutralize this Giants lineup. And even though Giants coming in short-handed offensively, that's certainly been tough. Because with the injuries piling up, it's been tough to get this offense going. But you know that they've got it within them to get back to doing what they have done best throughout most of this season. Hitting for power, driving in runs with 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners in scoring position, coming through in the big game moments. They continue to get the job done. So the offense has kind of cooled off a bit, but I think that as they get back to being healthy, they're going to get back to clicking the way that they have most of this season. So this is tough. You win the first 2 games of the series, and you're feeling great about yourself, feeling like we can get 3 out of 4, maybe even sweep. But these things are going to happen sometimes. So now that we've dropped these 2 games, you move on to the next series, and another opportunity for the San Francisco Giants to continue their winning ways. Took 2 out of 3 from the Rockies, swept the Pirates, went against a very tough Reds team, got the split, and let's continue the momentum. I think Dodgers are off today, so with the loss, the Giants do drop it to 2 games out of first place. Still very close and within striking distance. So can't wait to get out there tomorrow in Washington and to see the Giants get back in the win column. Alex Wood going to be taking the mound, so he'll be looking to build off of some of the success that he has had recently. 4-3 with a 4.53 ERA. To go with 50 strikeouts. He'll be taking on Jake Irvin of the Nationals, who is 2-5 with a 4.96 ERA and 44 strikeouts. Welcome in, everyone, to the San Francisco Giants post-game show. Glad you joined us. We're breaking down the finale of this 4-game series. Unfortunately for the San Francisco Giants, they do drop the finale 5-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. A very good Cincinnati Reds team. You knew this was going to be a tough challenge going into this series. So the fact that you were able to get the split, we'll certainly take it. But after having won the first 2 games of the series, you were certainly hoping that we could have gotten another game in the last 2. Just tough. Alex Cobb wasn't himself, and in day games, he has just been a completely different pitcher. Has not pitched well in day games for whatever reason. We know that Cobb it really gets a feel for his routine, eats even the same meals on the days that he starts. So you wonder, with the day games, him kind of getting out of routine, if that has affected how he has pitched in some of those games. But it is certainly an adjustment he will have to make in these day games, because it's happened numerous times. It's happened in these day games. But Alex Cobb, he has been terrific this year. He has been spectacular. So just a tough outing today, and I expect him to get back on track in his next outing. The San Francisco Giants, one of the longest, I think the longest road trip of the season when you factor in that they will have a makeup game on Monday in Detroit to make up after these 3 games in Washington. So San Francisco Giants will be back home next Tuesday for the short 2-game Bay Bridge series against the Oakland A's. That is certainly going to be very exciting. It will probably be, as we're now witnessing, some of the last few Battle of the Bay Giants-A's series that we're ever going to see. So these definitely are historic games for the Battle of the Bay rivalry coming up on the next homestand. The San Francisco Giants, unfortunately, do drop the finale today, 5-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. Not how you drew it up, especially after having won the first 2 games of the series. You're hoping to build that momentum, and just tough. Back-to-back losses. You played well in the game yesterday, a tough loss, a 1-run loss, and then in this game you fall behind early, and you're going against Abbott, who was just spectacular. And this rookie has really been sensational with the Reds. Certainly made it tough on the Giants, and for this offense, having been plagued with injuries, we've been shorthanded offensively, and it's been tough. So look to see this Giants offense get it back going and get it back clicking. We need Tyro Estrada to come back. Hopefully, I think that he'll be coming back probably sometime in August. Maybe I would say probably 3 weeks from now, hopefully, somewhere in that time frame. Because you've seen Giants have really missed his presence in this lineup. Lamont Wade Jr. was out of the game, out of the lineup today, and Crawford, I think he's been battling some knee soreness. So with Brandon Crawford, we need to get him back because we know what he can do in those big game moments, coming through in the clutch. So the key for the San Francisco Giants is going to be to get healthy right now. Welcome in, everyone, to the San Francisco Giants post-game show. Glad you joined us. We're breaking down the finale of this 4-game series. One of the best teams in baseball of late, the Cincinnati Reds. They have been playing great baseball. So you knew it was going to be a tough challenge for the San Francisco Giants, and they have certainly answered the bell in this series. I mean, it was such an exciting way that they won the first 2 games of this series and did so on the same day on Tuesday, when you had the suspended game from Monday move over into Tuesday. So really tough after you win the first 2 games of this series and to then drop the final 2 games of the series. So tough here, but look to see this San Francisco Giants look to start another winning streak coming up as they travel to Washington for 3 games to take on the Washington Nationals. Going to be a lot of fun. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Still playing some of the best baseball in all of baseball. I mean, what a hot start to this second half. Giants are still 5-2 in the first 7 games to begin the second half. And in one of the longest road trips of the season, they have played fantastic baseball, having gone 5-2 in the first 7 games of this 11-game road trip. So we got 3 in Washington coming up, and then the 1-game makeup game in Detroit. So a lot of games, a lot of big games for the San Francisco Giants. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Welcome in, everyone, to the San Francisco Giants post-game show. Glad you joined us. We're breaking down the finale of this series. Unfortunately for the San Francisco Giants, they do drop the finale 5-1. Just a tough loss today. You fall behind early. Alex Cobb wasn't himself out there. Went 4 1/3 innings, giving up 5 earned runs on 9 hits, walked 4. Tough to see him have an outing like that. He had pitched very well in his last 2 outings going into today's outing. So tough to see Cobb get hit around like that. But this is a good Reds lineup, and this was going to be a tough challenge in this series for the San Francisco Giants. So again, you would have liked to have gotten 3 out of 4 after you won the first 2 games of the series. But we did accomplish what our goal was, which was to get at least a split in this series, because you know how good the Reds are, how good they have been playing, and you're playing them in their home park. So all things considered, we'll take the split. And this Giants team has been incredibly resilient this year, so I expect them to bounce back big time as they will travel to Washington and look to win another series. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. Welcome in, everyone, to the San Francisco Giants post-game show. Glad you joined us. We're breaking down the finale of this series. So we do have good news. The Atlanta Braves did defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks today. So that is great to hear. Giants and Arizona are tied for second place, and they are 2 games back of the first place Dodgers. So we are still within striking distance of first place, incredibly close in the National League West, and can't wait to see the San Francisco Giants. I think that we will be talking about them being in first place sooner than we think. It's going to be incredibly exciting to see how this second half is going to finish. We are going to be getting to our picks of the game, so we'd love to hear who you're taking as the player of the game. And for my player of the game, I'm going to take Wilmer Flores, a huge at-bat in the 9th inning to prevent the shutout. He hits his 12th home run of the season. Wilmer Flores has been incredibly red hot. I mean, he is hitting almost like 478 in his last 40-plus at-bats. It has just been incredible what Wilmer Flores has done. So that was a big-time at-bat to prevent the Giants from getting shutout in this ball game. Wilmer Flores hits his 12th home run of the season. So I'm taking Wilmer Flores as my player of the game. And let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm. Let's smash up the like button. Thank you so much, everyone, for your incredible support. I really appreciate the feedback. Really helps out the channel big time. Smashing that like button lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So thank you so much, everyone. The pitching matchup tomorrow, Alex Wood will be taking the mound, and he'll be looking to build off of the success we've seen him have in some of his recent outings. Should be a fun one, as the Giants will look to get back on track in Washington, as they will take on the Washington Nationals. Unfortunately, in the finale of this series, the San Francisco Giants do drop the finale 5-1 against the Cincinnati Reds. The Giants do get the split in the series. You would have loved to have gotten more after you won the first 2 games of the series, but we'll take the split and we'll go into Washington and look to get right back on track. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. And before we wrap up, if you see my great friend Eric the Legend at Hum Baby Baseball, be sure to go show him some support and check out his amazing coverage of today's San Francisco Giants post-game show and all things San Francisco Giants in baseball. Be sure to go show Eric some support over at Hum Baby Baseball. Thank you again, everyone. Let's smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Let's go, San Francisco Giants. If you enjoy these San Francisco Giants post-game shows, we're going to be breaking it down all season. So if that sounds good to you, definitely consider subscribing to the channel for more of these San Francisco Giants post-game shows, and we'll be breaking it all down. So thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and let's go, San Francisco Giants. Let's go, San Francisco Giants.